Hi everyone, today the topic I want to discuss is something I believe most people encounter in their daily lives. Imagine this situation, you're about to go on a long trip, you have everything ready, but when you check a car, you see that one of the tires is flat or underinflated. You start to panic. How can you fix it fast? Well, today I will show you how to pump up your tires using a plug-in air pump. It is a simple skill that every driver should know, and it can save you a lot of time and stress. Having the correct tire pressure is very important, not only for safety, but also for a car's performance. When your tires are properly inflated, you will have better fuel efficiency, a safe ride, and your tires will last longer. So, in this speech, I will explain the tools you need, the step-by-step process, and some useful tips for maintaining the tire pressure. The first, let's talk about what you need before you start pumping up your tires. To pump up your tires, you need a plug-in air pump. As you see, this is an air pump that I bought in Amazon for $20. The air pump in this price range generally have similar functions, covering most of our daily needs. They are compatible with over 90% of car tires on the market. You can also choose other brands and models. You don't need to buy an expensive one. The air pump is useful because it plugs into the car's power outlet, so you don't need to worry about the batteries. It's also easy to find at most car stores. And this kind of air pumps also have a built-in tire pressure gauge. So we have the tire pump ready. The first thing we need to do is to find the recommended air pressure for our car. Every car has a recommended tire pressure, which is usually written in your car's owner manual or on a sticker inside the driver's door frame. The sticker will tell you the right pressure, usually in PSI. That means pounds per square inch for each tire. Before starting, make sure the car is parked on a flat surface. This is important to get an accurate reading of the tire pressure. If your air pump requires the ignition to be on, make sure the key is on the on position, but don't start the engine. Now that we have everything ready, let's move on to the next step. Now I will explain the step-by-step process to pump up your tires. The first thing to do is check the current pressure of the tire using this air pump. To do this, remove the valve cap from the tire and press the gauge onto the valve stem. The monitor of this air pump will show you the current tire pressure. Compare this to the recommended pressure in your manual. If the pressure is lower than the recommended value, you need to add air. And the next, make sure attaching the nozzle of the air pump to the valve stem of the tire. You should hear small hissing sound when you first connect it, but this stops once it is secure. Make sure it is tightly connected to avoid air leakage. Now you can turn on the air pump. The air pump will stop working and you will hear it working. You can also check the air pressure from the pump's monitor during that time. Keep an eye on the tire pressure as it inflects. When it reaches the correct pressure, stop the pump. Some devices will automatically stop once they reach the correct pressure level. For those do not stop automatically, be careful not to overinflate the tire, as too much air can cause damage. After you have finished, don't forget to put the valve cap back onto the tire. These small pieces helps keep dirt and water out of the valve, which can help maintain the tire pressure. Now that your tires are inflated, let's talk about some important maintenance tips for keep your tires in good condition. First, it is important to check the tire pressure at least once a month or before a long trip. This helps keep your tires in good condition and makes sure they're always at the right pressure. Properly inflated tire also save fuel. Secondly, not all air pumps and tire pressure gauges are the same. Make sure you use the reliable one to get accurate results. A cheap pump or gauge may not show the correct pressure, and that could be dangerous. In conclusion, today I have shown you how to pump up your car tires using plug-in air pump. We have talked about the tools you need, the step-by-step process, and some useful tips for the tire maintenance. Knowing how to properly inflate your tire is an important skill for everyone. It keeps you safe on the road and helps your car run better. The next time you need to check your tire pressure, remember that it only takes a few minutes to do, and it can make a big difference for the journey. Thank you for listening.